Nico, what is that?
No. No. You're literally right next to a toy, but you're chewing on a wire instead.
Hi BookTube, I am Rebecca, without Sarah again, tragically, and today I'm announcing that I am helping to host round 5 of the Queer Lit Readathon. I'm very pumped because I've done the Queer Lit Readathon before, lightly, which is how I do like every readathon that I participate in, even the ones I create. But like the slump has been so real right now, and just looking at the prompts and getting ready even to film this announcement, I've been so pumped. Sarah is participating, by the way. We didn't get to film this video together. I mean, obviously we can't do it together. We would like to film a video virtually at some point where we're just, the quality's not going to be great, but we'll be together and that'll be exciting. Maybe a video for recommendations, because I definitely want to do a video of recommendations for the prompts. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Queer Lit Readathon is done every 6 months with Rogan and Kathy. They'll be linked below. They're both so phenomenal. They put so much work into this readathon and they're just amazing. The focus of this is just to read queer content. So all the hosts are bisexual, I think. Actually, I'm missing my bow tie. We'll just put it there. That's pretty. As you've probably seen throughout BookTube from past readathons, there is a bingo board every time that Rogan makes. Why am I holding up this one? I printed out a tiny, crappy black and white photo of it so I can see all the prompts. Like, I'll put like a nice picture there so you can actually see it. You can do as much as you want on the bingo board. You could try to black it out. That's what Kathy tries to do every time. I think she like accomplishes that every time. You could try to do 3 of them. You could try to get a bingo, however you want to do it. I just have a couple of books that I'm planning to read. I might try to lean into a couple of prompts, especially ones that I've noticed about myself that I haven't really read too much of before, and you know, I'd like to rectify that. So I'm not planning on reading a whole lot. If you're looking at this and you're like, this is a readathon, and that's feeling like a lot right now, I totally understand. I'm not really planning to read all that much, or you could read just a crap ton of books like Kathy's probably gonna do. There's a big ground of accomplishments that are gonna be happening. A nice variety, I should say, of accomplishments. So, oh, the dates. Oh my god. I always do readathon announcements terribly. This is going to be from May 31st to June 6th. So you have like a month to prep your TBRs and to get really excited. Because I'm really excited. Like, let's get excited. All of us will have our TBRs announced on May 22nd. So if you're a little unsure about what to read, although that's pretty close to the readathon, I'll hopefully have a recommendations video out early May, I would say, at least 2 weeks before the start of the readathon. I would like to do. I'll either do that with Sarah, or I'll get some recommendations from Sarah, and I'll let you know what rec she has. She reads so much like random romance that I know she has like a crap ton of recommendations for some of these, especially because she came up with several of these prompts that they ended up picking. So I'm really excited. Both Kathy and Rogan are really passionate about videos being accessible to everybody. This is why they pick people who caption their videos to host with them. Rogan is deaf and he will not be able to watch your like TBRs and your wrap-ups for this readathon if you don't caption them. So we just really ask that if you can, please caption your videos. I started captioning my videos a little less than a year ago, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. Like the quicker you'll be able to edit them in the future. I just put out a video for the first time in like a month, and I was editing the captions, and like there have been some changes. I think the automatic captions, because there are automatic captions, and apparently they used to be even worse than from when I started. It used to be very bad, even from when I've been captioning the videos, at recognizing pauses, and there was never any punctuation. But I was just editing the captions of a video the other day, and there was punctuation, there was capitalization, it recognized my pauses. Like, whoa, y'all, like, like, they've stepped up. All of that said, it's still so important to edit the captions, because as you'll see, you'll stumble across parts that are just incomprehensible. I highly recommend, if you even just been thinking about it, or just been thinking about it right now, start editing the captions of a video, even just a short one, just to kind of get a feel for it. And it might be a lot easier than you're expecting it to be. And I like listen to music a lot of the times when I do it now, especially if I'm editing captions for a video that I just edited, because it's all still fresh in my mind, like what I was rambling about. I've been rambling about this part for a while. It's just very important. Okay, so the prompts. I'm going to try to get through them pretty quickly. I'm not really going to explain them very much. Again, I'm going to have recommendations for them. Also, like, all of our Twitters and whatnot will be below. Reach out directly to us. Reach out directly to me if you're like, I have nothing for this prompt. Or just tweet with the hashtag and people will give you recommendations for prompts for all of these. The first prompt is to read a backlist title. The second is the group read, and the group read is This Is What It Feels Like by Rebecca Barrow. I'm pretty excited because this looks like a really fun summer read, and also I already owned it, so. Next is to read a book about queer friends. The next prompt is to create your own category. I recommend looking at previous bingo boards and maybe getting some ideas off of there because there have been some really fun prompts in the past. This is to read a book that features a queer woman who is over 40. The next is to read a book with summer vibes. After that, read a queer book about sports. I think Sarah came up with that one. I think she just put sports in all caps. Next is to read a book of poetry written by a queer author. After that is to read a novel that isn't about coming out, a graphic novel, a novel that prominently features either a rainbow on the cover or a color from the rainbow on the cover. After that is to read a book that one of the hosts has recommended. So one of the ones in my videos, or I know Rogan and Kathy both have like an abundance of queer rec videos. You can watch one of them and pick one of those recs. After that is to read a protagonist who is either bisexual or pansexual. The next one is to read a book with a disabled main character. After that is a nonfiction book, and a 5-star prediction is the last prompt. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, so I think that's it. All this information is on Rogan's website, which is linked below. You can also follow the Twitter, which is @queerlit. That's on Twitter and Instagram. And if you're going to post pictures or your TBR or just tweet or whatever about the readathon, please use the hashtag, which is queerlitread. Again, reach out for anything if you need it. I'm like on Twitter like a lot, like an embarrassing amount. So I'll see it if you need some recommendations or you're just a little confused on one of the prompts, like, and Kathy and Rogan are so welcoming and wonderful. Let me know if you're doing this, and let me know what you're reading, and let me know if you have some recommendations for some of these prompts. I would love more recommendations. I'm going to try to recommend only books that I've read, but I'd love to hear some more recommendations so I can build my TBR. We hope to see you in a month. I hope everyone's doing okay, and join me next time when I'm probably going to be doing something not book related, I'm going to be honest.